What's poppin', my Pokemon trainer friends and family all over the world? Today, I am going to showcase some battles that I did during Go Battle Day, Day 1. Go Battle Day, Day 1. And the team that I am running is the team that I have been running. If you did watch the previous video that I uploaded about the best team to run in the Great League, and this is the same team. And like I told you guys, this is the best team. This team is OP. You guys will see today. It is a Noctowl lead with a Galarian Stunfisk safe swap and Registeel sweeper. And it's crazy because I saw Purple Kyogre upload a video as well, and he was running a similar team, which he says was an FPSticks team, and it was a Pelipper lead. So you do have that option as well to run a Pelipper lead over a Noctowl lead, but great minds think alike. And now I am going to showcase these battles. I'm not going to show all the battles that I did during Go Battle Day because I did a lot, but this is a premium track. And jumping into the first battle, we catch a Pelipper lead, which is good for us because Noctowl beats Pelipper. And there's a Galarian Stunfisk. Could this be the team that I was just talking about? A team that Purple Kyogre showcased that he says is also an FPSticks team. This might be the same team. Now I am going to let this go through, calling a Rock Slide bait. And now I'm going to go straight for that Earthquake. I am not going to bait at all. Do they want to shield this up or let it go? They shield it up. So now here I am going to shield up this charge move, hoping that it is an Earthquake. Hopefully they don't double bait. It is an Earthquake. So I am going to match shields. Now I am going to Earthquake again. And if they shield up again, if they double shield this, I'm going to match shields. But they let it go. And they have a Venusaur in the back. That is a very good team comp right there. Because they do have coverage for the Swamperts. Because there are a lot of Swamperts running around. In our case, if we run into a Swampert, it's basically GG's. And now they do bring in a Pelipper, and we know that Reggie can take about 3 Weather Balls from Pelipper. Registeel is just a tank. R2, Destroyer 2 is what I call Registeel. He's a droid from Star Wars. Where are my Star Wars fans at? Now we are going to get the Zap Cannon. They shield it up, and we get the attack debuff, which is good for us because now we can take another Weather Ball a little bit more comfortably, I guess. I mean, either way, Reggie can tank 3 Weather Balls, or at least my Registeel can. But I am going to shield up here, and they swap back into the Venusaur, and I'm going to swap back into my Noctowl. I got to keep these Pokemon aligned. Keep the Noctowl aligned with the Venusaur and the Registeel aligned with the Pelipper. And I am going to overfarm just a little bit and then go for this Sky Attack, bang, take out the Venusaur, and then they're going to bring back in that Pelipper. And we are going to get to the Sky Attack. And like I said, Noctowl does beat Pelipper, so 1 Sky Attack should be enough. Bang, bang, bang. GG's, homie. Well played. And jumping into the next battle, we catch a positive lead up against a Shiftry. Shout out to you, my fellow Pokemon trainer, for running a Shiftry. That is a nice, spicy pick. Don't sleep on Shiftry. There are a lot of Swamperts running around, but unfortunately, they got paired up against me running a Noctowl lead, and now they are going to shield this up. And then I am going to match shields because a foul play from Shiftry is no joke. So I am going to shield up the foul play, and then I am going to overfarm just a little bit in case they were potentially trying to switch or catch a charge move. But they are going to let it go down. And now what do they bring in? They have a fighter in the back, so they bring in Medicham, and I have to stay here. I can't swap out. I'm going to have to use up some shields because neither one of my backline wants to go up against Medicham. Reggie and Galarian Stunfisk are rooting for Noctowl, but we get to a Shadow Ball. Shields are down. Kamehameha! Bang! But it still doesn't take out the Medicham. But now I am going to swap in Galarian Stunfisk to start getting ahead on energy. They go for an Ice Punch. And they bring in a Skarmory. So this is pretty much GG's. We are going to be able to get to Rock Slides. And we do have Registeel in the back. And since that is a Shadow Skarmory, it is going to take a little bit more damage. It does more, it has a higher attack stat, but it is a little bit squishier because of the shadow. And they should have just gone for Brave Bird. I mean, I don't know. It's pretty much GG's at this point. So we take out the Skarmory, and I am going to bring back in that Noctowl to just take out the Medicham. GG's, homie. Well played. And jumping into the next battle, we catch an Azu lead. Now, on paper, at least, Noctowl is supposed to beat Azu, but Azu does have access to Ice Beam, so, I mean, Azu can put up a fight, and it's Azu. Azu is a little tank. That is like the Great League staple. That's like the Great League poster child, Azumarill. And now I am going to go for the Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball does a lot of damage. Do they want to shield this up or let it go? They let it go, and now I am going to swap, and we almost simultaneously swap. I do believe they were going to try to snipe with Galvantula, but they were met with my Galarian Stunfisk, and this is just no bueno for them and real bueno for Chuck. And now I am going to get this super effective Rock Slide off, because now I can hit them once with the Rock Slide and then just potentially either take a shield or farm them down. Now they go for Discharge. I would have gone for Lunge if I was them, just to, you know, debuff. And they have a Chestnut in the back. Chestnut is a very good pick as well because of the Frenzy plant that it got during Community Day. And there are a lot of Swamperts running around in the Great League, so a lot of people are running grass type Pokemon. Now he goes in for the snipe, a nice little combo play, but I am going to let it go down because we have Reggie in the back. And what I'm going to do here is completely lock on, farm down that Azumarill. No matter what they throw at me with Azu, Reggie can tank it, even if it is a Hydro Pump. And I am going to commit to the lock on farm down. Even though we cap out at 100 energy, I'm going to lock it completely down because I don't want to use up a charge move. And now they do bring in Chestnut, but it beats me at CMP. So I am going to shield up in case it was a superpower, but it was a Frenzy plant. And now I am going to go for the Zap Cannon. Special Beam Zap Cannon! And he shields it up, and we get the attack drop. And that's basically GG's, because I am going to bring in Galarian Stunfisk as a shield. And he goes for the superpower. And now I am going to bring in Noctowl to sweep up, but they back out. GG's, homie. Well played. I would have done the same thing. Well played. And jumping into the next battle, we catch another Azu lead yet again. And so I am going to let an Ice Beam go through and then start getting these Shadow Balls off. But like I said, on paper, Noctowl is supposed to beat Azu. And that was even before the Wing Attack buff. Like, when I remember when they gave it Shadow Ball, it was hype because everybody was talking about how it could beat Azu now because of Shadow Ball. And now that Wing Attack got buffed, it should beat Azu a little bit better. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm not playing it right. Maybe I'm supposed to bait with the Sky Attack and I'm just going straight Shadow Ball. I gotta double check how that matchup does play out. But either way, they swap into a Noctowl, so they must be weak to Galarian Stunfisk in the back, because now we can get these Rock Slides off. And they use up one shield, and now I am going to get to another Rock Slide. Do they want to double shield? They double shield their Noctowl, so they must definitely be very weak to Galarian Stunfisk in the back. And if they're weak to Galarian Stunfisk, they might be weak to Registeel as well. But now we are going to get this, and I'm going to swap into Reggie because they are still locked in because they swapped a little bit later. So they are still going to be switch locked into their Noctowl. And now I am going to overfarm just a little bit, and we CMP tied to the move. That's not good. There's no bueno for Chuck because I got to take another Shadow Ball to the face, but Reggie can take the hit. But now we are in the red. So now I am going to get this Special Beam Zap Cannon, knock him out, and they have a Pidgeot in the back, so they try to catch right there, but it did not go as planned. And now Reggie's gonna get off this Special Beam Zap Cannon and knock that bird right out of the sky. GG's, homie. Well played. And jumping into the next battle, we catch a positive lead, the sort of lead that we want to see. And now they swap, they dip into the Galarian Stunfisk, and now I have to answer with my Galarian Stunfisk as well, because I want to keep Noctowl lined up with their fighter, and neither one of my backline wants to go up against Medicham. They get an Earthquake off and almost one-shot us, but I'm going to go for my Earthquake. Do they want to shield up? They get one-shotted with the Earthquake, and now Medicham comes in to counter down, and I immediately answer with a Noctowl. I'm not going to let the switch clock go down because I want to get in there as fast as I can. And now they are going to shield up, and then I am also going to shield up. I match shields because Medicham does have access to Ice Punch. So Medicham is one of those fighters that's actually tanky and has access to a move that can put up a fight up against the fighters. So now they swap into their Noctowl, but this is why we got Reggie in the back, because now I can bring in Registeel, and I mean, Noctowl can also put up a fight because it does have access to Shadow Ball as well, but Reggie is just such a tank. We are going to get off this Special Beam Zap Cannon, and it doesn't take out that tanky bird. Noctowl is just OP, bro. Noctowl is so tanky. It's not even funny. Like, wing attack, I love the wing attack buff, don't get me wrong, I love it. We lock on farm down because I didn't want to use up my charge move, and that's how I like to play Reggie, because now we get the Zap Cannon, we take a shield, I go for the back-to-back combo play, Kamehameha, bang, take out the Metacham, GG's homie, well played, GG's. And jumping into the next battle, we catch another positive lead up against that Alolan Marowak. They dip immediately into a Greedent. And now I'm not gonna lie, that did catch me off guard. So I just stayed in and farmed up, and I didn't even know, maybe I should have, you know, went for the Sky Attack, but I am gonna bank it and then just swap into Galarian Stunfisk. And they go for the crunch, and we get double debuffed. They get back-to-back defense drop, bro. Are you kidding me? And now I am going to go for this Rock Slide, baiting the Earthquake, and they do shield up. And now I am going to let this go through because I think they're going to go for a Body Slam. Yep, they go for a Body Slam, and we're still able to tank the Body Slam and get to the Earthquake. Do they want to shield this up or let it go? They let it go, but that Greedent is so tanky, it actually took a Earthquake and survived it. So now I am going to bring in Registeel just so that I can get start farming up on energy just to get ahead, because they do have an Alolan Marowak in the back, and an Alolan Marowak in the back. Boom, 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 boom. And now they go for a Body Slam. I guess potentially trying to bait me, I don't know, or maybe just get some chip damage off. And now I am staying in for a little bit because I know they're going to bring in that Alolan Marowak, and I am going to go straight for the Zap Cannon. Special Beam Zap Cannon, bang. Then I am going to swap into Noctowl and go for a back-to-back combo play, and I'm going for the Sky Attack bait, and they shielded up, so that's good for us. But what do they have in the back? A Stunfisk, a Unova Stunfisk, so this is no bueno for Chuck because it core breaks my Noctowl and my Reggie. But I do have 2 shields, so I am going to shield up Noctowl. Or do I? I don't shield up because Noctowl is just such a tank that I can actually take a discharge and still be okay. Noctowl just wiped that dirt off his shoulder and was okay. And I am going to shield up once to shield up the discharge, and then I'm gonna farm up a little bit and then try to catch onto Reggie. Is this a discharge or a mud bomb? It's a discharge, so we did catch onto Reggie, and they do swap into Alolan Marowak and fire spin us down, so things aren't looking good. Noctowl is in the yellow, and I am gonna let this go through, and it is a Bone Club. Noctowl can tank a Bone Club like nothing. It could also tank a Shadow Bone. However, I am gonna shield up because the fire spin damage does a lot, and Noctowl is already in the red, and they do still have a Stunfisk in the back, so I am gonna get off the Sky Attack. Can we get to the Sky Attack before they get to any moves? We get to the Sky Attack because Noctowl is OP, and bang. And look at the timer at the top, 4 seconds. GG's, homie, well played. And jumping into my favorite battle, we catch a Nightmare of the lead, but I want you guys to see how I play this matchup. I swap into Galarian Stunfisk, my safe swap, and they answer with Skarmory. And now Skarmory, we resist everything that Skarmory can throw at us, but I do believe that this trainer does go for Brave Birds, which is the way to go, I think, because it does more damage, but you do get debuffed. And now I am over farming a lot so that I can get to some back-to-back rock slides. So we hit him with 1 because it's debuffed, and now I'm over farming and I get greedy, and they go for another Brave Bird and they take us out. But I want you guys to see how this matchup plays out. All right, I am gonna bring in Registeel because you guys know I like to get ahead on energy. So I am gonna lock on farm down that Skarmory, and they have a Galarian Stunfisk in the back, but now I made it up to the Zap Cannon, and I'm gonna go straight for the Focus Blast. Bang! We hit them. They don't shield up because 1, they probably thought we were going for the Zap Cannon, and they didn't shield up. And then I catch onto Noctowl, and we catch the Earthquake on Noctowl, and my opponent backs out. GG's, homie. Well played. I would have done the same thing. GG's. And that's gonna do it for this video, guys, but I want you to see how this team performed. We go 5 wins straight on a premium track. That's right, I used up a raid pass to get on the premium track for the Stardust, because if you take a look at the Stardust on the premium track, I think it's 10,000. like 10,000 something Stardust. And since we went 5 wins on the premium track, I am going to use a star piece. This team did perform amazing. I even threw in a couple of bonus battles in there, along with the 5 win streak that I went on. And you guys are free to run this team as well. You can even run the Purple Kyogre team with a Pelipper lead. Just give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'll catch you all in the next one, in the battlefield or in the ring. Ding, ding. Peace out, my fellow trainers.